Scooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you.
Welcome to our mystery unit.
You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see when you shake and shift.
You will be taking a look at the crime scene. You will be solving a mystery. But what is a mystery? Something that you wonder about, something that has not been explained. Often a mystery is about something that has happened or been done by someone, such as something that is against the rules or against the law, a crime, and we don't know who did it or why. The people that we think might have done it are called suspects. And today in our mystery, one of our suspects has borrowed Mr. Bear. This is Mr. Bear, and someone has borrowed him without asking. And we have some suspects. Now, can you tell just by the way someone looks they committed a crime? Well, we're going to take a look at these suspects. And you can't just tell by the way they look. You need to find proof and evidence to back up your theory. Just like Edgar and Patrick, they have a theory on who committed the crime. These are the suspects that may have committed the crime you're going to find clues for. Here is our first suspect. His name is Al. Bill is our next suspect. Jan is another suspect. Tina is also a suspect. And Sam is a suspect. Who solves mysteries? You're right. Detectives, police, scientists. You're going to be a detective, and you're also going to be a crime lab scientist to help solve this make-believe mystery. Before we get started, we're going to try a little game. I would like you to take a look at this picture for 1 minute, and I'm going to time 1 minute, and I want you just to look at the picture and look at the details on the picture and try to remember what you are seeing. So you have 1 minute to go ahead and just take a look at the picture, starting now. Okay, take a last look because I'm going to be asking you questions about some of the details that you see in this picture. Okay, here we go. So before we do this, I'd like you to take out your crime investigation notebook. Any spiral will do. So any type of spiral notebook. So we could be just like Edgar. We're going to have our own crime investigation notebook. Turn to a blank page and number it 1 to 7. You can pause while you do this. Okay, here are your questions. Number 1. So on number 1, how many boats are in the picture? You can just take a guess, or do you remember how many boats you saw? Number 2, how many kids have their mouths open? Number 3, is the structure on the land a house, a church, a tent, or a water tower? Number 4, how many ducklings are in the picture? Number 5, is anyone wearing a green shirt? Number 6, is the shape on the foremost boy's shirt, so the picture of the boy who's closest to you in the picture, is that shape a circle, a square, a crescent, a star, or a pentagon? And number 7, is there any blue sky showing in the picture? You can pause if you're still working, and we're going to find the answers and see how you did in this little practice round. First, how many boats are in the picture? The correct answer is 2. How many kids have their mouths open? 2. Is the structure on the land a house, a church, a tent, or a water tower? C, a tent. 4. How many ducklings are in the picture? 5. The big one is the mama duck, probably, so the ducklings are the small ones. Is anyone wearing a green shirt? No. Is the shape of the foremost boy's shirt A, a circle, B, a square, D, a crescent, E, a star, or F, a pentagon? Well, we could see right there, that guy, it is a star. Is there any blue sky showing in the picture? Yes. How'd you do? Awesome. So that was a little practice. Now you're going to get a chance to look at the crime scene. So the crime scene was what was left when the boys and girls in this, the suspects, found the crime scene to look like. And this is a picture of what it looks like. Now, I took a little video that's going to go for 5 minutes. I want you to look at the scene. Now, you can take out your crime investigation notebook and turn to a blank page. And during this 5 minutes, you can write down or draw pictures of anything you see at the crime scene. These are all clues that are going to help you solve the mystery. So let's take our 5 minutes and look at the crime scene. Remember, you can take notes during this time. You can also pause the video if you'd like to get a closer look. Here we go. Okay, so you can always go back to that and take a look at things, but that is the crime scene, and I hope you were able to draw some pictures or take some notes of some things that you saw to help you solve the crime. Now, there were some footprints at the scene of the crime. So we're going to be able to find out whose footprints those are. Just like in your Edgar novel, there were some footprints left by someone. And it was that class clown whose footprints were left at the scene of the crime. Now, that doesn't mean that he did it, but they were left there. So there's some footprints left here. There's 3 suspects that have footprints. Well, one of them isn't really a suspect. You'll see by the actual footprint pictures, you can match these pictures up to these to tell who the 3 characters, the 2 suspects and one other character that left footprints at the scene of the crime. So you can take out your notebook and write down the 3 characters that had footprints found at the scene of the crime. Go ahead and pause to write that down. Congratulations, part 1 is complete. The crime scene will be taken down in real life. In virtual world, you can always go back to take a look at it. The next thing that you're going to hear is going to be a story that will help you put the clues together. This will happen the next time you go to your virtual mystery unit. Good luck.